Hi, the Average Guy here. Welcome back to another video. Before we begin, I just want to remind you that I am not a financial advisor. Everything in this video is based on my own experience, research, and personal opinions. Always do your own research before making any financial decisions. Now let's get started. Have you ever had one of those months where everything seemed to go wrong at the same time? The washing machine breaks. Your car suddenly needs repairs. Then you get an unexpected bill that you completely forgot about. Life has a funny way of testing us when we'd least expect it. The problem isn't that emergencies happen. The problem is that most people aren't prepared when they do. Today we're talking about something that isn't exciting. It won't make you rich overnight. It isn't a secret investment. But it might be the single most important financial decision you'll ever make. An emergency fund. So, what is an emergency fund? It's simply money set aside for things you didn't plan for. Not for holidays, not for Christmas shopping, not for a new phone, not for a weekend away, only real emergencies. Think about it this way. Imagine your car suddenly needs a 900-pound repair. If you have an emergency fund, you pay the bill and move on. If you don't, you might put it on a credit card, take out a loan, borrow from family, or even miss payments on other bills. One unexpected expense can turn into months of financial stress. That's exactly what an emergency fund is designed to prevent. Here's something many people don't realize. An emergency fund doesn't just protect your money. It protects your peace of mind. When you know you have money set aside for unexpected situations, you worry less, you sleep better, and you're far less likely to make desperate financial decisions. Now you might be thinking, I can't afford to save. That's what many people believe. But here's the truth. You don't need to save thousands overnight. Start with a small goal, maybe 500 pounds. Then work towards 1,000 pounds. Even saving 20 pounds or 30 pounds every week adds up over time. Small amounts become big amounts when you're consistent. One mistake people make is waiting until they earn more money before they start saving. But life doesn't wait. Emergencies don't check your bank balance first. That's why starting today is always better than waiting for the perfect moment. Another mistake is keeping emergency savings in the same account you use every day. If it's too easy to spend, chances are, one day you will. A separate savings account can make a huge difference. You'll still have access when you genuinely need it, but you won't be tempted every weekend. People often ask, how much should I have? There's no perfect answer. If you're just starting, aim for your first 500 pounds, then 1,000 pounds. After that, try to build towards 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses. It sounds like a lot. And it is, but remember, you don't build it in 1 month. You build it one payday at a time. Here's another important point. An emergency fund comes before investing. Yes, investing is important, but imagine putting all your money into investments. Then your boiler breaks tomorrow. What happens? You might be forced to sell investments at the wrong time. That's why your financial foundation matters. Build the safety net first, then start building wealth. Think of your finances like building a house. Investments are the roof, but your emergency fund is the foundation. Without a strong foundation, everything else becomes much more fragile. Let me tell you the truth that no one talks about. Building an emergency fund isn't impressive. Nobody posts about it on social media. Nobody brags about having 1,000 pounds sitting in a savings account. But when life throws a problem your way, you'll be incredibly glad it's there. Financial success isn't about looking rich. It's about being prepared. If you take one thing away from today's video, start your emergency fund today. It doesn't matter if it's 10 pounds, 20 pounds, or 50 pounds. The important thing is starting, because one day, your future self will thank you for it. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, consider subscribing for more simple money tips. This is the Average Guy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.